Hey guys, it is Shiny here, back again with yet another commentary video, and this one's going to be very rant focused, kind of same as this last one, this one a little bit more because there's something that I want to talk about that might sound a little crazy at first, but you're just going to have to hear me out here. Fortnite with building isn't fun anymore. Oh, wow, shocker, he's fallen into the abyss of players who complain about the game. Oh no, they're coming up with things. Okay, in all seriousness now, I actually don't hate Fortnite with building. I just don't think it's fun as it is at the moment. And I can kind of explain my thinking here, and I want to explain my thinking because I know there are people out there that still enjoy Fortnite with builds, but I'm going to be real with you. As it stands, I kind of am starting to prefer zero builds. Now, I don't have any zero build gameplay on me at the moment, so you're just going to have to watch like a bot lobby with building in it, but I can fully explain it to you, and that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So, let's get into why I prefer zero build. First of all, I'm just going to be real with you. The last two seasons, I feel like zero build just didn't have a good enough loophole or a good enough map for zero build to actually be enjoyable on. But season 4, I've really started to notice that zero build is just actually fun for some reason. I think it does have to do with the loophole, and I think it does have to do with the map overall. Zero build, I feel as though needs to have a very specific type of map in order for it to like actually function. Season 3 was pretty good, and I actually am willing to say that Season 3 probably wasn't that bad in terms of zero build, but you know, the loophole was just all over the place, and I did not like the striker burst arrow, and I think that's one reason why zero build is actually enjoyable for me this season, is there's no red dot sight. Unless you consider the Cobra DMR, which I don't, zero build this season is just so, like it's actually good, you know. Like the hammer IR is so fun to use in zero build just because it's not very like it requires at least a little bit of level of skill instead of just ADSing and then pulling out your red dot sight and, you know, just beaming people. That's another reason I didn't like season 2 or 3. Their loopholes were just not good for it. I also think that the shotguns this season are really good, and that's another reason I enjoy zero build, is because the shotguns are just good, man. I'm okay with using the Prime. I'm okay with using the Evo Chrome. I'm okay with using the Lever. Really, the only one that I'm not into is the Ranger, which arguably is better in zero build than it is in builds. I just don't like it. I don't know. It's just me. I don't think it's good enough, personally. But, you know, that's not really a point here. My point is the shotguns are still good this season. Same with the SMGs, man. The SMGs are not that OP right now, so you can actually sacrifice it. If you want to carry like a lever action or like an Evo Chrome, you can, instead of carrying an SMG, and I think that that's great. The lever action is a really fun shotgun to use, as opposed to like the Prime or something along those lines. I don't know, man. I just really like this season. I just really wanted to rant, and you know, every build match that I've played this season that's been pubs, I just end up feeling annoyed. I don't know if that's just me, but I end up feeling annoyed that there are these people cranking 90s and shit and building to like some new continent or something. And I don't know what else to say other than it's just really annoying. What I feel like needs to happen, and this is kind of inspired by a Cypher PK video that just came out recently that I do kind of want to mention here, and I am going to link it in the description just because it's that good and I think that you should watch it. It's about the build mode dying, and I kind of agree. Fortnite with builds is not in a very good spot right now. The build mode is largely more directed towards the competitive audience, and that's kind of a reason why I'm falling off of it. Like, why I'm kind of being directed away from it, because I'm not a competitive Fortnite player. I don't take things seriously in the slightest. I like to have fun when I'm playing my game. I don't like to rage every time I die to someone. Like, if I get, like, shot from some other, like, angle on the map, it's because the person had height, and they were actually watching for some place on the map to become available, you know? And zero build also rewards you to be more mindful and to actually use your brain while fucking playing the mode, and that's another reason why I really like it, because it requires you to think, as opposed to builds where you just spam builds until you win, and I don't like spamming builds until I win. Like, it was fine in the past because that's all Fortnite was, but after a while, it pisses you off, you know? You don't really enjoy building after a while. And I get that Fortnite was, like, pun not intended, I get that it was built off of the idea of building is this new thing, but back in the day, building was never intended to get as sweaty as it was. It was meant for you to, like, build forts and shit, not to, like, do all these crazy edits and crank and shit. And while I can do that, I feel as though I'm just not as good at it. Like, I can do basic edits, I can do basic building, like, that's not hard for me, but when you play Zero Build, you don't have to worry about that. Another thing, you're able to actually, like, take in, like, the map's surroundings, and you're able to, like, really take a look at what the map is like, and it rewards players for actually memorizing the map, which is really cool. Overall, I just really feel like Zero Build is better, I think, and Fortnite's current state, Zero Build really is what they should focus on. A lot of people mostly play Zero Build now. They don't play builds, and I'm more so referencing the actual, like, casual side of Fortnite. You know, the people who get off of work and they want to play a couple of games, or the people who get home from school and they just want to go for a win, you know, those kinds of people. The average player. And I'm not talking about, like, the mainline fan base, because let's be real here, the mainline fan base are the people who hate Fortnite the most, and that's kind of sad saying that, but it's just the truth. Epic Games will do everything for them, and they'll just not give anything back, and it sucks, man. It really sucks. Overall, though, Zero Build, underrated, but there is still some things that I feel like hold it back in some regards. I feel like Zero Build definitely needs a separate loot pool from Battle Royale. I don't really like the idea of having red dots in Zero Build because I feel like it just ruins it. I don't know, man. I feel like it ruins it. If we had shit like the Scar in this mode, it would be so fun, dude. It would be insanely fun, but that's just me. I really feel like Zero Build is gonna just end up being what Epic Games mostly uses in the future for, like, a large majority of the player base. I don't know. I feel like more people lean towards that. I actually want to talk about that. In terms of, like, age rating, I really feel like younger people tend to go towards the build mode. I'm talking like kids. I'm talking like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, you know, those kinds of people. I feel like Zero Build is more or less dominated by people who are older. So, you know, you have like your 16, 17, 18-year-olds who are just kind of like casual people, nice people at that, who aren't really looking to be sweaty. They're just looking to have fun. They're not looking to do anything crazy. And that's what I like about it, too, is that it's just casual people. You're not gonna encounter anyone sweaty. You're gonna encounter people who are fucking chill, and that's great. That's really great, man. Anyways, that's gonna be my rant aside. I'm not complaining about the game right now. If anything, Epic Games does need to change the build mode. I feel like a huge rework would be awesome, you know? I mean, there's a lot of things with the builds right now that I feel like make it way too competitive, make it way too skill-based, and I'm not that into that. I'm not gonna lie to you, whenever I'm playing Zero Build, I don't notice skill-based matchmaking, man. I just don't. There are sweats, there are people who play to win, but they're not nearly as noticeable as, like, people who don't play to win and aren't just playing to have fun, you know? Like me. Anyways, I'm going to end that there. Hopefully you enjoyed my little rant. I know some people don't like rants, but, you know, you're just going to have to kind of deal with it because that's what I do here on the channel. Hopefully you have a good day, have a good night. Remember to set goals for yourself, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace.